Well, good morning, everybody. It is Thursday, the 21st of March, 2024. We're headed up to Annual. I haven't put up a video in months because basically I've had nothing to say. I've been making some flights and basically some breakfast flights and just through the winter doing little things here and there, but nothing that I wanted to communicate anything. So we're headed up to Annual. When I get us in the air, I'll real quick go over, hey, this is what we're doing. I thought I was going to do the landing gear AD this year, but actually I got enough time. I'll do it next year. This year we're prop balancing a few other things. I'll go over that. Nothing special. Just come along for the ride. I'm just about to get the weather.
That's your mission. Bird advisories in effect. Advise initial contact. Do you have information? Golf.
Golf.
Quad City Airport information, Golf 1252 Zulu, wind 060 at 8, visibility 10, view clouds at 4,300, 7,000 scattered, 10,000 scattered, temperature 0, dew point -13, altimeter 3026. Visual approaching east, landing and departing, runway 9er. That's your
Runway 9.
Bird advisory.
Actually, we can take 5.
Initial contact, do you have information? Golf.
We do have Golf. Actually, we'll ask 5 because it's a straight out. Make sure my oil temperature here, it is in the green. I did have the plane preheated, which helps, of course. All right.
Going to the ground, R3, radio check. R3, going to the ground, loud and clear.
124.5.
Thank you, too.
Good morning, Quad City, clearance delivery, Comanche 6928, pop at the T's with Golf.
Comanche 6928 Papa, Quad City, clear.
Yeah, good morning, sir. We're VFR to Freeport, 3,500. Go ahead and get that in there. FEP.
Comanche 6928 Papa, maintain VFR to below 4,000, departure frequency 125.95, squawk 4512.
6928 Papa at or below 4,000, 12595, 4512 for 28 Papa.
Comanche 28 Papa, readback is correct.
Okay. 12595, that's the tower, that's ground. GPS is programmed. Let's double check, make sure that looks good. Taking us to Freeport. Transponder is set. Directional gyro is good. Nav radios we don't have to worry about. Airspeed is 0. Altimeter was 3026. Pretty high altimeter setting. Flaps are up. Trim is set. Landing gear indicator is in the green. Want to look at all cylinders are firing. No problem. Brakes are working. Open the taxi checklist. Get yourselves ready. And then over to ground. Good morning, Quad City Ground, Comanche 6928 Papa at the T's, looking for permission to taxi to the active, and I'll take 5, sir, if you can give it.
Comanche 6928 Papa, Quad City Ground, runway 5, taxi via Kilo.
5 via Kilo, 28 Papa. All right.
208 tower.
And we're good.
Clear.
Quad City Ground, good morning.
My taxi.
Radio check.
Striker 2, Quad
Chart
City
up here. And I know this is my home airport. I know where everything is, but still, it's better to draw the route. I draw lines where they tell me to stop. And they did fix our little bump here. At some point this year, they're going to block off this whole section, so I'll be no fly here for a while at some point this summer. They're taking out a bunch of concrete and redoing stuff. into some of the hangars here last year, and I don't know when the last time I talked to you guys was. It was a while. Okay, Kilo. And we are just a little bit late. 10 minutes. I told him I'd be there at 9. I think I'm going to be there about 10:15 after 9. Still got the whoop-de-woo here. Well, they got to fix that. There's a drainage tunnel, culvert that goes underneath the taxiway. That'll just get worse and worse. Okay, right on, or left on Kilo here. Kilo 1. And we'll come up here to the hold short line. Okay, brake set. Alright, here we go. Brake set, doors and windows closed and locked. Flight controls. Feel smooth and clear. Let's go ahead and stop that. Directional gyro. That looks good. Mixture, we're going to leave it lean. Throttle to 1500 RPM. There's 1. RPM drops. 2. Manifold pressure increases, and we're looking for a oil pressure wiggle there. And the oil pressure wiggles. Pull in, now we go to 2000 RPM. And we'll check our electronic ignition and mag. Magneto's working. Now we gotta wait for it to come up, and we just only 10 RPM drop like always, like that. And then carb heat. Carb heat is good. Pressure. Temperature is 116 oil temperature, that looks good. We're in the green anyway. Back to idle. Good idle. Back to 1000. Alright folks, let's see here. We got pre-takeoff, checklist, circuit breakers are all in trim, check. Radio to tower. Next frequency is set. Transponder is on altitude reporting. Flaps, we're going to go with 1 notch. Floor is clear. Primer is in and locked. Carb heat is in. Prop full forward. Throttle is loose and ready to go. Mixture, we'll get on roll on. We'll go rich on roll on. Radio. Flashing beacons, landing and taxi. Fuel boost pump. So we got fuel flaps trim as our final check. Go strobes. Mixture, fuel boost, target heading. Okay, our target heading is going to be, let's see, we're going off on 5, so we're going to put 050. And our target altitude, 3,500. We'll get that dialed in. Is set. Review the takeoff checklist. Toga button is hit. Brings up the command bars. We're going to engage heading mode, we're going to engage vertical indicated airspeed mode, and we're going to dial this down to 105, which is VY. Then we'll dial it down to 130 when we're in our switch to a cruise climb. We're going to rotate at 80 to 85, probably 80 because we're light. We'll climb out at 105. Brakes, gear, flaps, then we'll get into a cruise climb. Bring the prop back to 2500. Engine failure. Straight ahead is Interstate 74. If I make a slight right turn, I've got lots of room left on 9. And if I can't make either of those, means I'm high enough I can come back. Trim for the climb. Let's see, we check that. Mixture. Ball tower. Fuel flaps trim, over to the map. Good morning, Quad City Tower, Comanche 6928 Papa, Kilo 1 and 5. We're ready to go, sir.
Comanche 6928 Papa, Quad City Tower, runway 5. Proceed, or flight runway heading, clear for takeoff.
Runway 5, runway heading, cleared for takeoff, 6928 Papa. Fuel, flaps, trim, final check. Engine looks good. Approach end is good. Runway is clear. Come up on center line. Wind is right down the runway, coming up on the power. Put in some right rudder, right rudder, right rudder. There's full power. Temperatures and pressures look good. There's 60, 70, 75. She wants to fly. Positive rate of climb, gear coming up. Pitching for 105. Flaps are coming up slowly. That beep there is my gear alert. The gear wasn't all the way tucked up. Gear is up, flaps are up. There's 105. A little bit more right rudder. Flying runway heading. A few degrees here to the right. Still 105. 105. How's my temperatures? 366. Nice cold morning. That helps. We're getting 1,100 foot per minute at 105. But I am kind of light, so.
Comanche 6928 Papa, contact departure.
28 Papa over departure. Thank you, sir.
You bet.
Go ahead and pitch down here a bit. Good morning, Quad City departure. Comanche 6928 Papa, just off runway 5, climbing through 1,400. Get her down to 125.
Comanche 6928 Papa, good morning, Quad City departure. Radar contact, view for altitude is your discretion, and you can proceed on course Freeport.
6928 Papa, climbing to 3,500, turning left on course Freeport. Thank you, ma'am. Okay. So, direct Freeport activate. We want to be at a 042. We're at 050, so we're coming left just a smidge. And 044, let's let it fade a little bit more. 43. 42. All right, let's get this dialed into 130, and we'll let George take the plane. All right, fuel boost pump coming off. Mixture coming back to 2,500 RPM. Now we got to watch for birds, and I do need a little bit of heat. Got to watch for birds. That's the one thing, the Mississippi River is beautiful, but it is a flight path for migratory birds like you would not believe. You add in the Rock River, which is the one right off the edge of the airport, and it's just Canadian, I say Canadian geese, I have my whole life. I was corrected, it's apparently Canada geese. Okay. It is, and all kinds of big water birds, pelicans. And we have, here you can see some radar returns. There's snow showers, but they're up in the clouds. There's nothing actually coming down at my level here. I don't see any, well, there may be one there off to the west, but a little bit of nothing. Okay, 400 feet to go. Visibility's great. We have had a really good winter. Got to put it on nav. And, you know what I'm going to do is just go. Hell, I haven't been flying in a while. We've had a real good winter. Very mild, other than a couple weeks in late middle of January. It has been fabulous. I mean, like, I don't mind living up here in this. Normal winters, I hate this place. All right, we're leveled out. We're picking up speed. Let us go to documents. And since I'm late, I'm going to make up what I can.
550 is established at Oteo.
75%.
550, Roger, and just
Pressure altitude is 3,000
to the RNAV 3 approach into Clinton.
20. We're going to at 2,200. I got a little bit of a shimmy. I've told you guys that before. So I'm going to do 2,250. It lessens up a bit. I am getting the prop rebalanced for 2,200 instead of 2,300 to help hopefully take some of that away. So 2250, 24.7. 24.7.
Quad City approach, Warrior 800, Victor Victor, 2,000 or 1,800.
2250.
Direct to the CVA.
Warrior 800, Victor Victor, good morning, Quad City approach, squawk 4510, maintain VFR.
2,400 RPM.
4510, maintain VFR, 0 Victor Victor.
2350. We're holding 160 miles an hour indicated.
Warrior 0, Victor Victor, radar contact 5 miles southwest of Davenport, VOR, Quad City altimeter 3027.
There's 2250.
I'm showing you at about 2,100 now, and what approach did you say you wanted to start with?
And I need to just a little bit less
We're about
throttle.
to do the ILS 3 in Clinton off the CVA transition with the procedure turn.
Gotta make a slight adjustment because it's cold. And about 15.5, 15.3. We'll lean it just a smidge.
Warrior 0, Victor Victor, roger, and you can continue with the approach. You can expect your clearance once you cross Davenport, VOR, but the procedure turn and the transition, all that's approved for now.
Okay, thank you, 0 Victor Victor.
All right, 15.7, 15.6, 15.5. And we'll let her sit there for a minute. All right, that's kind of stabilized. We got a true airspeed of 162
We'd like to proceed direct to Wogog
miles an hour.
03 to Clinton.
And we are supposed to be 3,000 feet. Yep, about 10 miles an hour off. And this is some pretty cold, dense air, so we'll take that.
Skyline 550, roger, and maintain 2,700. And after hotel, you can proceed direct to Wogog.
Right.
2,000 and after hotel.
So we're on our way to Freeport. Okay. So, what am I having done this annual? Actually, it should be pretty decent. Let's see. Alright, we're doing the annual inspection, of course an oil change. Gotta lube the fuel caps. Landing gear bungees, I do those every year. Those are pretty cheap. They're like 30 bucks to 40 bucks a side. Just do them because it helps the landing gear, makes the landing gear transmission's life easier. Gotta do the B&C alternator inspection, which is every year. I got a bit of a breeze in the back. I think when I was doing the tail or something, I got these in the wheel well. I'm having them check the holes in the wheel wells and balance the prop for 200 RPM,
about 3,500.
which hopefully gets rid of that shimmy and allows me to take advantage of this extra speed.
November 67614, Quad City approach.
Then I got avionics place. Hopefully if they come over to Freeport, there's some updates to the autopilot and a few other things, just software stuff.
Cessna 67614, you planning
that
to
they
go
can take
VFR,
care of.
IFR?
If not, I'll have to pick it up and then fly it over to Freeport and spend a day in their back office working while they update whatever it is they got to update.
614, roger, standby.
So that is really about it. We're 19 minutes out. You know what I am going to do is I'm going to back it down to 2200 to see how this shimmy is. Last time I went flying, I think, to Janesville, and it felt like it had gotten a little less.
Cessna 67614, you can
Things
squawk
are changing because I'm using it
4305,
more.
And just advise when you're getting ready to depart off of Davenport.
25 inches, 2200. So we open up the throttle, 25 inches, we back it down to 2200. 2200. %, and we got to lean again, which is one thing I wasn't doing before. I was figuring, well, throttle, but it isn't much of a lean. Here's 15.5 again. Cylinder head temperatures look great. Exhaust gas temperatures are where I would think they would be. It's at 100 degrees rich of peak. Our ground, we got a little bit of a headwind. Our ground speed's 140 knots. Actually, it ain't much of a headwind. Hold on.
Skyline 550, 6 miles from Wogog, maintain 2,700 till established on the final approach course, cleared RNAV, runway 3 approach, clearance.
Is the outside air temperature minus 8.
For the RNAV approach for runway 3, cleared 550.
Calibrated airspeed is 164.
And 550, how's this approach going?
This will be alternate this approach back to Dubuque for 550.
Our true airspeed is 164 miles an hour.
550, roger, and are you looking to fly at 3,000 again?
No, 140 knots. We actually got like a 1 knot tail. Well, I'm off a little bit, but so we're right on. There's not much of a wind at all. Nice. Airspeed's 165. All right. Now, let's keep an eye out for birds. Last year going up here, I flew right by a flock of geese. They were headed north and I was headed north. I was always told never to dive or never to try to go below them. Of course, they can tuck their wings and fall out of the sky, and I'm not, I can't do that. So I always figure, well, I'll just hold a steady course or climb a little bit if I see them climb. So I hope everybody had a good winter. I've got some flying I got to do. How's our time on fuel here? We've used 4.2 at 26 minutes. So I've got some time. I gotta get with an instructor, get my IFR re-up to date. I haven't done 6 approaches. In the wintertime around here, doing IFR is, because clouds typically have ice. So I don't, it's not something I do in the wintertime. I just avoid clouds in the winter. Unless they're super thin, you can see through them okay, But if there's any kind of vertical development into them, they probably got, they're a little bit juicier and they got maybe some ice in them, and I just avoid it. But I've only done 1 approach all winter, and we had in January, or in early February, we had like a 70-degree day. It was a weird winter. Last winter was the same way. But, so I hope you all had a good winter. I'm going to do this video. I don't know when I'll do the next one.
28 Papa, squawk 4303.
4303 for 28 Papa. 4303. She must have going to turn me over to Rockford. About the right spot. But I don't know when I'm going to do another video. Unless I come up with something, I find something new or something interesting,
1 Warrior 0 Victor Victor, traffic at about your 2 o'clock and 4 miles, 2,700 to Skylane.
I've imparted
Turn north
pretty much everything
on the approach into Clan.
that I have on the plane.
We'll keep an eye out for them, 0 Victor Victor.
And I don't like editing the videos.
Maybe
if I take a trip or something, I'll record something. But
3 miles southbound at this time, doing the Davenport transition on another approach into Clinton, 3,400.
Roger that, we'll keep an eye out 5 Sierra.
okay, you see the shimmy is a little bit better.
Comanche 28 Papa, contact Rockford approach on 126.0. Have a good day.
6928 Papa, over to Rockford. We'll be back in a bit. Thank you, ma'am. 260. They probably won't hear me out here, but we'll try it. Good morning, Rockford approach. Comanche 6928 Papa, level 3,500 VFR.
November 6928 Papa, Rockford approach, Rockford altimeter 3030.
3030 for 28 Papa. Yeah, that'll cause us to descend. All right, let's get our vertical nav set up. Into Freeport. We don't have a lot of altitude.
Here's 4 Foxtrot Tango, descend to maintain 2,500
feet. Three miles short.
76 X-ray, turn right heading of 320.
D-nav, I want to do 500 feet a minute. Ears. And our top of descent. Estimated time to destination is 12 minutes.
There's 61
top of descent is 8 minutes, 7 minutes, 53 seconds. Nice.
November 6928 Papa, Rockford approach, how do you hear?
6928 Papa, sir, I read you broken but understandable.
November 6928 Papa, Rockford approach, Rockford altimeter 3030. Just be advised, Freeport runway 624 Pappy, they're out of service, and the Freeport visibility in the present weather is unreliable.
6928 Papa, thank you for the advisory. 28 Papa. That's no big deal. It's clear. Yeah, wind is calm. The instrument here is showing wind calm. Let's see, we got to do a fuel change here, 0.6 of a gallon, and then we'll land on the right main. Actually, I'll just do 5.5 because I don't think I'm going to have time to use much more than that. Right main on, left main off. Go boost pump off. 5.5. 22.5. All right. So we'll land on that tank. Set the timer. Anyway, like I was saying, I don't think I'm going to put up many more videos. I don't like editing them at all. It takes forever. And I'm not very good at it. I'm not, artsy where I just don't put the time in. Or have the vision, really, for that. But I'll keep the channel active and I'll answer questions. I do get questions, via the YouTube stuff, and I'll try to keep it active.
Here's 4 Foxtrot Tango, turn right heading 340.
Most everything on the plane is where I want it, unless they come out with something kind of neat. I don't know.
76 X-ray, you're about 5 miles from Tavik. Turn right heading.
I suppose I could buy another plane.
Maintain 3,000.
Sell this one, buy another one.
Course cleared RNAV, runway 4 approach.
Start working on it again, but this plane is, Comanches are just flat out hard to beat. The cost versus capability is, the problem is the next step up. Let's say I went to like in the older airplanes, a Bonanza, like an S.
6370 Yankee, Rockford approach,
30,
track roll
what is it, S35,
3030.
B35B or something. It would be, you know, like from the late 70s, early 80s, it would be 20 mile an hour faster, right? For roughly the same fuel burn. It's got a Continental engine, which I've never flown behind Continental, but a lot of people do. It would be a huge step. You know, you're talking $30,000 for 20 miles an hour. Or if I went, okay, hey, I really want to get up 180 knots or something like that instead of the 140 I'm flying. So you're talking 40 knots or 60 miles an hour. You know, you're talking a Cessna, a Columbia 400, which is Cessna TTX.
6 miles from cut up, turn right heading 040, maintain 2,500, so
a Cirrus. Well, now you're talking $200,000, you know, and it's just too big of a stretch for that little bit of speed.
November 76 X-ray, radar
when you can get a good Comanche,
Tower,
the community is great. There's a lot of knowledge. We've got some younger guys that are stepping in. They're doing things like the panels and you know, guys that have machine shops and they know what they're doing when they make stuff, that are backfilling the part issues. We do have a few oddball things that we need to figure out yet, like these stupid side vents that are here. They've got a washer in them that's dimpled. It's made of some kind of spring steel. I had to, when this one, or I'm sorry, the one behind me went bad, I had to go to a junkyard just to find that washer. I had to buy a whole airbox just to find that washer. Things like that, you know. So, and it's findable. It's just, well, you know, the plane was built in 1960. The last ones were built in the mid-70s. Then there was a flood. Haven't had any problems with parts. And like I said, the community's really good. There's a Thursday Comanche Zoom meeting where we get together and we do updated stuff. You know what's going on, and keep abreast of things. Do some wings training, whatever. So it's a very active community. So I don't see any reason why I would, other than
3706 Heavy Rock.
As I age, of course, I'll quit flying at some point. But so that's it, guys. We're getting ready here in 2 minutes. We're going to start our descent. Like I said, I'll keep the channel open, but I don't know how many videos I'm going to put up. I think I'm about to run out of battery here. You might not even get to see the descent into landing. 6 minutes. Well, if it does, it does. If it doesn't, that's okay.
November 86 Charlie, climb maintain 7,000.
I see the airport. So that's 14 miles, and I can see farther than that, so that's pretty good visibility. Rockford approach, Comanche 6928 Papa with Freeport in sight.
Comanche 6928 Papa, radar source terminated, squawk VFR, for exchange approved.
Squawk and VFR over to Freeport, thank you, sir. Okay. 12525.
Vertical track.
Freeport.
3706 Heavy, contact Chicago Center, 134.82.
58 Zulu, weather, wind, 060 at 5, visibility, missing.
060 at 5.
7,000, overcast, temperature, -2 Celsius, dew point, -13.
So we're just going to go straight in there on 6.
032.
Pick up the heading bug, go to heading. We're going to turn us a few degrees here to the left, and I'll just come right in on 6.
Freeport, Alberta's airport. Automated weather observation 1359er. Zulu, weather, wind.
Okay. $122.8.
Traffic center, or traffic. Typical traffic 61601 for about 5.
Clinton traffic 755, short file 3, touch and go Clinton.
Good morning, Freeport area traffic, Comanche 6928 Papa. We are 10 miles south of the field. Be doing a straight in runway 6, Freeport. See that shimmy? Speeding up a little bit. I go to 2300, it eases up. I'm going to show that to Sean on the way back. Like I said, I don't know if it's the prop or what exactly it is. I'm well inside the green arc, so nothing like that. 1,000 to go. Come back here a few degrees. Riching up the mixture just a smidge.
Clinton County traffic, we're 800 Victor Victor, about a 4 mile final for the ILS 3. Looking for that traffic, Clinton County. Clinton traffic 755 on the upwind runway 3, Clinton.
Radios are set. Heading into
I got you inside.
fuel selector, we're on the fullest.
Only, and then we're going to be going mid.
Before landing seatbelts.
If you're doing traffic pattern work.
Switching gear levers.
We're staying there. We can extend our upwind so you can do the math.
Fuel boost pump we'll get with our gumps. Mixture with our gumps. Prop will get full forward.
For the mid.
Back this way just a bit. Flaps below 100, gumps times 3. Gumps to go, Mike. Okay, gumps to go, folks.
Clinton traffic 755, turn crosswind, runway 3, Clinton.
Freeport area traffic, Comanche 6928 Papa. We are 6.5 miles southwest of the field, straight in runway 6. Freeport area traffic. All right.
Right now, wind 305, that's still
Clinton traffic, Skyhawk 71755, downwind, runway 3.
2,000 feet.
Clinton traffic, we're 800 Victor Victor, just south of Highway 30, inbound on the ILS 3.
Get down to 1,800.
Low approach will make Clinton County.
We'll level out. Get our gear down, start working some flaps in. Here's 1,900.
Alright, we got you guys.
Back out a little bit more power. Bring in a little bit more RPM.
I lost you, but we're on the short final and about to go miss. We're beaming numbers for 3.
A little bit of back pressure relief here. A little bit of trim.
4 no factor.
Bring in the prop in. Okay. Let's come level. We want to get down below 125. We'll get the gear in.
Clinton traffic, Skyhawk 71755, base,
gear coming down.
runway 3.
Push the nose down because she likes to pitch up when the gear come out. And we'll go gas, undercarriage, mixture, prop, gumps. Gas, undercarriage, mixture, prop, speed. We're looking for 100 so we can start getting our flaps in.
Alright, Clinton County traffic, we're 800 Victor Victor, on the mist for ILS 3. We're going to
100 miles an hour, first notch.
Turn left to go to the Davenport.
We're looking for 90.
74 with Papa 5 miles.
About 14 inches of manifold pressure.
18, more traffic. Base, Skyhawk 71755, final, runway 3.
Freeport area traffic, Comanche 6928 Papa, 2 miles off the end of runway 6, Freeport. There's 90. Second notch of flaps, swing of trim here. Descent angle looks good, 14 inches. Gas, undercarriage, green mixture prop. Second notch of flaps, we're at 90. Just keep this pitch attitude. We're descending nicely. The runway looks good. Nice trapezoidal shape. Keep it at 90. Landing speed today is going to be about 2,400 pounds, so 80 miles an hour. Hopefully you all are still with me. The battery looks kind of low, but still at 90. 2 notches of flaps. Runway is clear. Check the gear. Gear is down. All right, 3rd notch of flaps. We go 2 notches or 2 twists of trim, and we're looking for 200, 85. 200. We'll pitch for 80. I pulled out an inch of manifold pressure. Put it back. There we go. And we're just coming right down the pipe here. There's 85.
100. 70.
A little bit of a right to left, but nothing. There's right on 80 miles an hour.
10, 5.
Pull power out, pull level. And just let her settle while easing back on the yoke. And there's our landing. We'll dump the lift. And we're going to miss that turn off. That's all right. We can come back to it. Actually, there's another one right here. Nothing dramatic, huh? Wow, they got a lot of planes outside. I'm not even going to be able to get my plane in. I'm going to have to figure out something else. I might pull up here and call Sean. Folks, hey, I hope you're still with me. It looks like you are. We're going to turn off the runway here. And then work our way back to the ramp. Freeport area traffic. Comanche 6928 Papa. We are clear of the active Freeport. Okay. So, fuel boost pump coming off, mixture coming lean. There are 2 grass runways here as well. They're short, 2,200 feet, 2,400 feet, but if the wind's really kicking, they're nice to have. Okay, we got to cross 3618. Freeport area traffic, Comanche 6928 Papa crossing runway 3618 Freeport. Freeport area traffic, Comanche 6928 Papa clear 3618 Freeport. Okay. I'm going to have to call Sean. I don't know where he might. You know what I'll do is I'll just pull up here and spin us around. Because he's flying back, so. Boy, they got a big twin with jet engines on it sitting there. Bonanza. Oh hell, he might be ready to come take me. Nice. Or maybe we're going in the Bonanza. Maybe he's got to take that Bonanza somewhere. That could be. Alright, well in that case, let's park it gently. Oh, so gently. Yep, we're taking the Bonanza, it looks like. Okay, hey folks, thanks a ton. We'll catch you all later. Hope you have a good summer if I don't film anything. Bye.